All right, this is a very important video if you're looking at buying a used car. One of a friend of mine, haven't seen him in over 10 years. We went to high school together. He sent me a message that he is looking at buying his son his first car, just turned 16 years old. He was like, what tips can you give me? And I thought about a lot of different things. I was just messaging him back on Facebook, but if he's got questions, I know other people have questions as well. So I made a list of things that you need to ask. If you're buying from a dealership, it's very important to understand where this vehicle came from. The reason why that is because if it was bought at auction, it went to auction for a reason. That dealership couldn't sell it in 60, 90, 100 days. There might be issues with it. No one really knows the story behind it. And that's the reason why auction cars, there's some very, very nice auction cars. But me personally, I would want to know where the vehicle is from. I would pay a little bit more if it was me, if they had a story behind it, meaning this person, they traded in every few years, it's a local vehicle, and you can check all of that out and make sure they're telling you the right story by looking at a Carfax. You also want to find out if it was a rental, and that'll show on the Carfax as well. Something else you can look for is the history on that Carfax to make sure it's a nice car. You can also look on there of like when the car was first sold. If it's 2 years old, you can see when the warranty started, when the warranty is about to end. If it's 35,000 miles, 3 years old, it might still, if you don't drive a lot, it might still have 2 years left of the manufacturer's regular warranty. So looking at the Carfax tells you a lot. Looking at the Carfax might tell you if it was an auction car, it came from the Northeast and it might have a lot of rust underneath. It might tell you that it was a stolen vehicle. All kinds of things that you can do, but story, where did it come from? Check the Carfax. Look at the ticket. Look at the report when they inspected it. What did they recommend that the vehicle needed? Meaning they might recommend that it needed all kinds of work. Then you're going to look at the RO. The RO is going to tell you what they did to that vehicle. So if it needed all kinds of work, but they only did half of it, you might not want to buy that car. Or the original ticket, it didn't need anything. It was a very nice vehicle. The tires were good. The brakes were good. It needed nothing but an alignment. Very nice vehicle. So that report, those two reports, get it from the dealership. And on the Carfax, again, look and see where the car was from. If they tell you it was local, just make sure that it was local. Because, like anybody in life, some people will make up a story. It's not the right story. So just make sure all of the dots connect. And then also look at the tires. How are the tires? Are they new? Are they slightly used? Do they only have a year left of life on them? You want to see, also drive the vehicle. Don't just take it for a 2-minute test drive. Drive it for 10, 15 minutes. Get it up to speed. Take it on the expressway. Because you're about to own it. The old saying in the car business is you drive it off the lot, it is your vehicle. Buying an as-is vehicle, what I would always tell people when they bought an as-is vehicle, the old saying in the car business is, if you drive it off the lot and it breaks in two, you own both halves. So check out the vehicle, make sure it's a nice vehicle, but those are the things that I would look for. Make sure all of the buttons work. How was the car taken care of? Like the previous owner, if they just on every single side hit just a little wrecked on every single, they didn't take the greatest care of it. So just look at it. Make sure that it's a nice car. Make sure that the AC works, that the heat works. If it's got a sunroof, does it work? Make sure everything works. Make sure the key fob works. Those are the things that I would look at when buying a used car. This video brought some value to you. I know it helped my buddy Brad when I kind of told this out. It was a long message going back and forth, but I wanted to make this video. I know a lot of people buy used cars, so it brought some value to you. Please like it. Please share it. Please follow me. I am here if you need any questions. A great day, and yourself, because I do.